time to show these New York how New Jersey do. Ain't dropping bodies yet, but we planting that flag.
I don't doubt that she was planning to sell you out, but I don't know if she was doing all that with Ronnie.
You think you know better than me, then? That's what you trying to say right now? You know better than me?
If this police is real, that call on fame came from the street.
So maybe we gotta make a move on Stefano.
That's a big
Move? That's a big problem.
Oh, best way to avoid bloodshed is to move Raq aside.
My sister done filled that position already. And that's not she'll ever say to me again.
Take care of your brothers. And take care of your son.
Man, shout out to Sasha Penn and everybody that's involved with Raising Kanan. Shout out to them, bruh. They been killing it all season long with Raising Kanan, and episode 7 was another phenomenal episode by Sasha Penn and everybody else that's involved with this spinoff. Shout out to them. Shout out to everybody on that side. They did one phenomenal job with this episode, bruh. I ain't got nothing bad to say about this episode. Episode 7 was arguably one of my favorite episodes so far this season. And I can't wait to see what's next for these next upcoming episodes of season 4. But in the meantime, what's the deal with it, YouTube? What's good with y'all? What's up with everybody? I'll go by the name of DC, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Power Book 3, Raising Kanan Season 4, Episode 7. This is my recap, my review, my thoughts, my opinion about the episode, and how I felt about the episode overall, as well as what I didn't like about the episode. But before I get into this recap, if you're coming across my channel for the first time and you like power content like me, hit the post bell notification button to subscribe to the channel and to get updated on all content I post on my channel. Hit the like button to help the video get recommended across the algorithm, and leave any of your thoughts, theories, and comments that you want to leave down below in the comment section, and y'all let me know how y'all felt about the episode as well. But I'm going to jump right into this recap and break down this episode for y'all, because it's a lot of stuff that I got to talk about with y'all, because a lot happened in this episode. From Unique and his soldiers assembling control of the corners and queens, to B Rilla and the dumb mistakes that he made in this episode, as well as Grandma Joyce dying in this episode. A lot happened in this episode. But I'm going to start the recap off with talking about Joyce's character first. It's only right I start the recap off with talking about that first, because man, the scene that took place between Raquel and her mom at the end of the episode before Joyce said her final goodbyes was very emotional. This was one very emotional scene to me, bruh. Patina Miller was in her bag, as well as the character that played Joyce. Like, both of them was in a bag in this scene, bruh. And it really sucked knowing that Raquel, Lulu, and Marvin had to say goodbye to their mom at the end of the episode. But before they said their final goodbyes, we saw Raquel, Marvin, and Lulu have a conversation in this episode about their mom, on whether or not she was a great mother to them, or if they were some horrible kids growing up. And Lou tells Marvin and Raquel in this conversation that he was having with them that maybe Joyce did the best that she could do by raising them, and maybe she was good at what she was going to be, as well as telling them that he's not spending the rest of his life blaming Joyce for stuff that she didn't know how to do in the first place. And right after Lou said this, we start to see Lulu, Raquel, and Marvin reminisce about the old memories that they had with their mom growing up, and how Joyce got everybody in the neighborhood to bring their dogs to their house for Raquel's birthday, since she wanted a dog so much and she kept begging Joyce to buy her a dog when she was little. Like, we just saw Lulu, Marvin, and Raquel reminiscing about the good times that they had with Joyce. But while reminiscing the old times and the good moments that they had with Joyce growing up, Marvin and Lulu revealed to Raquel that Joyce asked them to put her to sleep for good, letting it be known to Raq that Joyce was tired of living in pain every day, and she's been ready to end it ever since. So they revealed this to Raquel in this episode, and Raquel wanted to know why Joyce didn't ask Raq to do that for her. And Uncle Marvin told Raquel the straight up truth, goddamn. He told Raq straight up that Joyce felt like Raquel believed she should suffer for all the stuff that they put them through growing up, so that's the reason why she didn't ask Raquel. So right after this, Raquel went to have one final conversation with Joyce before she passed away, and Raquel thanked her mom for doing what she did for Raquel's birthday when she was little by getting everybody in their old neighborhoods to bring their dogs to their house for Raquel's birthday, telling Joyce that was a good thing that she did, as well as letting it be known to Joyce that both Lulu and Marvin told Raq about what Joyce asked them to do for her. And Joyce tried to play it off like it was a drugs talking and she was telling Raquel not to worry about that. But as soon as Raquel asked Joyce if she wanted Raquel to give her that morphine to put her to sleep once and for all, Joyce switched up and changed her mind. She was asking Raquel, like, why you asking me about that? Like, you gonna do it for me or something like that? Like, let me know, cause look here, bro, I'm tired. And Raquel did the unthinkable in this episode and gave Joyce the morphine and put her to sleep once and for all. But before Joyce got put to sleep, she did let it be known to Raquel that she was her only daughter. And Raq told Joyce that she was her only mother and to look after her brothers and to take care of her son. And man, I ain't gonna lie, Joyce definitely got me with this scene, bruh. She definitely got me with this one. This was one emotional scene by both of these characters, bruh. And like I said earlier in the video as well, shout out to Patina Miller and the actress that plays Joyce's character. Because both of them was in a bag during this final scene between Raquel and Joyce. Both of them was acting their ass off. But with Grandma Joyce now being gone, I definitely believe this is going to impact the Thomas family in a major way. Especially Raquel. I believe Raquel is about to go through it in these last 3 episodes of season 4. Raquel, Kanan, Jukebox, Marvin, Lulu, like everybody in the Thomas family is about to go through it in these last 3 episodes of season 4. I'm definitely expecting them to go through it in these next upcoming episodes of Raising Kanan. I can't wait to see what's next for the Thomas family and how they navigate this situation moving forward now that Joyce is gone. But continuing on with Raquel, in this episode, we finally saw Unique and Raquel have a face-to-face with each other in this episode. After Unique finally revealed himself to Raquel at the end of episode 6, let it be known to her that he was still alive. And this episode picked up right where they left off at the end of episode 6 with Unique revealing himself to Raquel. And in this conversation that Unique was having with Raq, Unique let it be known to Raq why he believed Raquel, Kanan, and Ronnie was working together to take him out. Like, bruh, I know you was using me and all this stuff. Like, you waited till I got things going with the Connect and the Chinese restaurants, and then you had Ronnie take me out so you could get rid of me. Like, you, Kanan, and Ronnie tried to take me out, but it didn't work. And Raquel tried to tell Unique that wasn't true and that he got the whole story wrong, but Unique was not trying to hear anything Raquel had to say. Every time Raquel tried to explain herself, Unique kept telling her to shut the hell up. Unique wasn't trying to let Raquel explain herself. He wasn't trying to hear anything she had to say, and letting it be known to Raq that he took out her lawyer and he's been the one that's been attacking her organization on the low, as well as telling Raquel that he's going to be taking back everything that belongs to him starting today. And just really running his mouth and yapping. Like, I generally don't understand why the hell Unique popped up at Raquel's house if he wasn't going to take her out. Like, I get it, you know, Phil Russo told him not to do nothing to Raquel and all this stuff, but this was pointless as hell for Unique to do. Like, he could have just stayed under the radar and let everybody think he was dead and continue to make his moves from the cut. Like, he did not have to let it be known to Raquel that he was alive in this episode if he wasn't going to take her out. It was kind of pointless for him to go to Raquel's house, if you ask me. Now, the next following day, Raquel told Marvin, Kanan, and Jukebox about Unique popping up on her and still being alive. And Marvin and Kanan got pissed off when they found out about Unique still being alive and they wanted to retaliate. But Raquel told everybody that she wants to hold off on taking out Unique until she figures out who's backing him up. And Kanan got pissed off when Raquel said this, telling Raquel that she's supposed to be taking care of the people that's below her, as well as telling Raq thank you for always messing up stuff for them and putting the family in these same messed up predicaments like she always does. And Uncle Marvin was ready to take off his belt and beat Kanan ass when he said this, bruh. Like, if it wasn't for Raquel, I'm pretty sure Uncle Marvin would have put hands on Kanan for Kanan constantly disrespecting his mother. And Raquel definitely need to put a belt to Kanan because Kanan just don't listen to nothing Raquel got to say. Every time Raquel say they need to go left, Kanan always want to go right. Like, Kanan just don't listen to his mother at all. And it seemed like he really don't got no respect for his mom, in my opinion. But after this, Raquel and Marvin went to go have a sit down with Snaps and Pops to see if they knew about Unique being alive this whole entire time, as well as trying to see if both Snaps and Pops can back them up in this possible war with Unique. And Snaps and Pops told Raquel and Marvin straight up hell no. They like, bro, we not getting involved in this war between you and Unique. Like, I understand you think we cool and all like that, but we in business with Kanan. We ain't in business with you. We ain't locked in like that. And honestly, I don't even know why the hell Raquel and Marvin would even take their ass to Snaps and Pops restaurant in the first place, bro. Like, I don't know why they would go to them out of all people and ask them for help. When we all know Snaps and Pops don't like Raquel. And Raquel know this, so I don't even know why would Raquel and Marvin even take their ass to Snaps and Pops restaurant in the first place. And I wouldn't be surprised if Snaps and Pops started plotting against Raquel and her family, because towards the end of the episode, Unique popped up on Snaps and Pops at their restaurant. He popped up on them to have a conversation with them, which we have yet to see. I'm pretty sure we're going to see this conversation between Unique, Snaps, and Pops take place in episode 8. But with Unique popping up on Snaps and Pops towards the end of the episode, I definitely believe Unique is going to lock in the deal with Snaps and Pops, and he's going to be working with Snaps and Pops in these next upcoming episodes. But continuing on, after this conversation that Raquel and Marvin had with Snaps and Pops, they went to go have a conversation with Stefano about Unique and trying to get some answers on whether or not if the 5 mafia families in New York City is backing up Unique. And Stefano told Raquel that none of the 5 families in New York City is backing up Unique. And if somebody is helping out Unique, then it's probably Sal Baselli's old crew that's in New Jersey that's backing up Unique, which is now being led by Phil Russo. And Stefano knows that Phil Russo doesn't like him for what he did to Sal Baselli, and he wants Stefano dead. So he's going to use Unique to do his dirty work for him, just like Stefano is using Raquel and Marvin to do stuff for them. And when Raquel and Marvin heard this, they got pissed the hell off. Raquel told Stefano she not about to go to war with Unique over him or anybody else. So Stefano was upset with Raquel and pissed off at her for saying this, telling Raquel that Unique is back working with Quan. And Quan could probably give Unique the restaurants that Raquel is operating out of since Unique and Quan is back working together. And he tells Rock that she doesn't have enough time to sit around and wait for her Connect Hafiz to deliver her product for her so she could be back in business. Because we found out in this episode that her Connect Hafiz isn't going to be able to give Raquel any type of product until next month. Raquel got to wait a whole month to get her shipment. And with Raquel sitting around waiting for Hafiz, Stefano feels like Raquel is giving Unique the opportunity to take over. And he wants Raquel to neutralize Unique as soon as possible. So after this meeting Marvin and Raquel had with Stefano, Raquel and Marvin had a private conversation with each other outside of Stefano's restaurant on how they could prevent from going to war with Unique and neutralizing him. And Marvin suggests that they should make peace with Unique for now until they get their work from their Connect. And Raquel told Marvin that Stefano would not allow this because this is going to make him look weak in front of all the other mafia families in New York. And this is something that Phil Russo wants. So Marvin then asked Raquel how they know for sure that Stefano won't go behind their back and backdoor both of them for taking out Sal Baselli, which Raquel couldn't answer because she knows Stefano could possibly do this. So Marvin came up with another idea, and that idea was to make a move on Stefano and take him out, which Raquel was shocked to hear. She like, damn, Marvin, like that's a big move you trying to make. And Marvin told Raquel, this is a big problem that we got going on. Like, it's either him or us. Like, we got to make sure we keep our head above water because these mafia folks is using us and Unique to fight their battles for them. Like, we can't keep doing this. We got to figure out something. And I'm not going to lie. This was a great idea that Marvin came up with. This was a great idea. Like, I don't see what's the problem with killing Stefano. Marvin was low-key right about this because Stefano cannot be trusted. And Marvin finally realized that Stefano can't be trusted and he on BS when he met up with Stefano again later on in the episode to have a one-on-one conversation with him. And Stefano told Marvin in this conversation that he was having with him that Raquel has made too many messed up decisions and he wants to get rid of Raquel and he wants Marvin to take her out. Telling Marvin that Unique is being backed up by Sal Baselli's old crew and he's not trying to go to war with New Jersey over this situation between Raquel and Unique as well as him and Phil. Like, Stefano was trying his hardest to keep his hands clean because he does not want none of this stuff to come back on him. And Marvin told this nigga Stefano straight up, he better not ever ask him to kill Raquel again because that's something that he's not going to do. And the way it's looking, I don't see Stefano making it out of season 4 alive. I believe sooner than later, Marvin is going to make a move against Stefano and try to take him out. Either Marvin or Raquel. One of them is going to try to take out Stefano in these last 3 episodes of season 4. Because with Stefano asking Marvin to kill Raquel, all this is going to do is create problems between Stefano and Marvin in these next upcoming episodes in Raising Kanan. I'm definitely expecting Marvin and Stefano to have problems with each other in these next upcoming episodes. Especially when Stefano find out about what Early Tyler did to his homeboy that's out in Howard Beach. Because in this conversation that Stefano was having with Marvin, Stefano told Marvin that his friend from Howard Beach was killed in this episode and the police found his body in the river. And if y'all remember in episode 6 when Marvin was having a conversation with Early Tyler told Marvin about this dude from Howard Beach owing him $10,000. And that the dude from Howard Beach told Early Tyler that he's a made man so he doesn't have to pay that debt back. And Marvin told Early Tyler to handle his business when Early Tyler was trying to tell Marvin about it. So I definitely believe Early Tyler killed that dude from Howard Beach. He definitely did that shit. He killed his ass for that $10,000 debt he owed him and threw his ass in the goddamn water somewhere. But with Early Tyler doing that, this is going to create more problems between Stefano and Marvin. Now, moving on to Panessa. In this episode, we finally saw Unique reveal himself to Panessa as well and let it be known to her that he was still alive, and we saw them two reconnect with each other in this episode. And while they was reconnecting with each other, Unique told Panessa that Raquel was allegedly working with Ronnie and used Ronnie to take him out and all that crazy stuff that he been saying throughout these last couple of episodes. And even Panessa knew some of the stuff that Unique was saying didn't make sense, bruh. And Panessa told Unique straight up that Raquel probably was planning to backdoor him. She like, yeah, you might be right about that. But at the same time, she doesn't think Ronnie and Raquel was working together. And she let that be known to Unique. And the next thing you know, Unique started to tweak out and he was tripping on Panessa, raising his voice at Panessa and all this stuff. Like, I swear, bruh, Unique could have stayed dead for all this stuff, bruh. He really could have stayed dead. That CTE really got his head all over the place. But right after this little temper tantrum Unique had, Unique moved Panessa and their son Jerome into a new apartment. And Unique told Panessa in this episode that her and Jerome is his weaknesses. And he doesn't want Panessa to leave that apartment and go back to Southside Jamaica, Queens until further notice. And Panessa tried to tell Unique, like, I don't know if I could just stay in this goddamn apartment and not leave until you say otherwise. Like, my mom got dialysis and I got to make sure she good and all that stuff. And Unique did not care about anything that Panessa had to say. He told Panessa, f mom. He told her straight up, f your mama. Unique low-key had me cracking up when he said that. And I ain't gonna lie, that shit was funny as hell when he said that. Because if you know the relationship between Unique and Panessa's mom, then you know. Them two can't stand each other at all. So it was funny as hell to hear Unique say this about Panessa mama. But far as Panessa, I believe it's only going to be a matter of time before she escapes that apartment. There's no way in hell Unique is going to be able to hold Panessa hostage and keep her in that apartment. It's not going to happen. I don't see Panessa just sitting back and allowing Unique to control her and hold her hostage like she a prisoner. I don't see that happening at all. So I do believe in these next upcoming episodes in season 4, I definitely believe Panessa is going to run away. Now, moving on to this situation with Famous and who took him out, we learned more about who could be a potential suspect in Famous murder, as well as ruling out some characters that could have took him out. Because during the conversation that the Thomas family was having about Unique, Jukebox asked if Unique was the one that was responsible for killing Famous, and Raquel told Jukebox that Unique was not responsible for killing Famous because the way Unique been bragging about killing her lawyer and all the other people that he been killing, he would have let it be known by now that he killed Famous. So we could rule out Unique being the one that took out Famous. After watching this episode, I definitely believe Unique was not responsible for killing Famous. So later on in the episode, when Jukebox and Kanan was having a one-on-one conversation about Unique and whether or not if Unique had something to do with killing Famous, and they both agreed that Unique didn't kill Famous. But Kanan did tell Jukebox that he was still thinking about what Freddy's crew told them in episode 6 about Dirty Cops being responsible for killing Famous. And Jukebox told Kanan straight up, if the police was involved in Famous murder, did somebody from the streets put in that call to have the police take out Famous? Like, the police did not just do that on their own. Somebody from the streets put in that call to have Famous taken out. So while Kanan was driving through the streets looking for O-Cee because O-Cee decided to steal Kanan's money from his stash spot in this episode, which was expected, I knew O-Cee was going to take that goddamn money. And while Kanan was driving, Kanan drove past Raquel's shopping plaza and saw his mom giving the cops an envelope of money. And we know that these cops that Raquel is paying off is the same cops that was harassing Raquel and vandalizing her business when she opened up her shopping plaza. And with Kanan seeing that, Kanan now thinks Raquel was responsible for killing Famous. Like, Kanan. Like, I understand his perspective on this completely because he can't trust his mom. But the fact that he just taking that interaction between his mom and the cops and assuming that Raquel paid the police to take out Famous doesn't make any sense. This does not make any sense at all. I don't think Raquel would do this to Famous. Like, I don't think Raquel has something to do with Famous' death. Especially after watching this episode, like, yeah, I don't think anybody in the Thomas family or anybody close to Kanan has something to do with killing Famous. But I am expecting Kanan to investigate what happened to Famous based off the episode 8 synopsis. Kanan will be looking into his theory on what happened to Famous, and I'm expecting Kanan to find out about his theory being wrong in episode 8. I do believe Kanan is going to learn about Raquel not being responsible for killing Famous, but I could be wrong about this. Knowing Kanan and how he be acting, I wouldn't be surprised if he still believe Raquel has something to do with killing Famous by the end of episode 8. You never know when it comes to Kanan's character. You never know. Now, moving on to the dummy of the week. One of the most dumbest characters in the Power universe, bruh. B-Rilla. In this episode, we saw B-Rilla and his crew move forward with trying to rob Mr. Gelford. We know B-Rilla met up with his friend who goes by the name of Kiyata in episode 6 to plan this robbery that B-Rilla wanted to do when it came to him wanting to rob Mr. Gelford. And when they got there to Mr. Gelford's house, B-Rilla didn't even want to get out the car and get active. B-Rilla was up in there talking about some, man, I ain't got no ski mask. Like, they gonna recognize me if I go in the house and all this stuff. Like, I gotta wait in the van, bro. I can't get found. Like, I gotta wait in the van. Mr. Gelford gonna know it was me. And B-Rilla homies was telling them, like, bro, we got ski masks and all this stuff. Like, it ain't no need to panic now. We here now. Like, what is you tripping off of? And both of them had some points. B-Rilla definitely had a point, and his homeboy had a point. But B-Rilla was the one that planned this robbery, and I can't rock with B-Rilla panicking and wanting to stay in the car. So as B-Rilla's scary ass was waiting outside, standing by the car, he hear gunshots go off in Mr. Gelford's house. And one of B-Rilla's homeboys end up getting shot. And they end up killing Mr. Gelford and his wife. Well, at least that's what they thought they did. But peekaboo, surprise, Mr. Gelford was not in that goddamn house and he's still alive. Mr. Gelford was renting out his old house to a couple that he knew. And they was the ones that was killed at Mr. Gelford's house. And the look that B-Rilla had on his face when he saw that Mr. Gelford was still alive was funny as hell. Like, your boy B-Rilla was shook. He was scared when he saw Mr. Gelford walk in that studio, bruh. He didn't even want to make eye contact with that man. He wasn't even trying to look in his direction. And I do believe either in episode 8 or episode 9, I'm going to say those 2 episodes, I do believe is going to be revealed by episode 10. But I'm expecting Lulu or Mr. Gelford to find out about what B-Rilla did. B-Rilla ass is about to go back to jail. This was the dumbest thing I done seen a character do from the Power universe, bruh. B-Rilla is arguably one of the dumbest characters in the Power universe. Like, B-Rilla is just so dumb and stupid. Like, I don't want to hear him rap about none of that tough stuff that he be talking about in his songs no more. Like, all that I'm out here killing stuff, catching bodies, doing robberies and all that stuff. Like, I don't want to hear no more from B-Rilla, bruh. B-Rilla showed me, as well as the rest of the fans in the Power universe, that he's one scary ass character. and he's arguably one of the dumbest characters in Power history. This is just my opinion. Y'all can let me know down below in the comment section if I'm tripping or not, as well as any of your predictions and theories and how you felt about the episode as well. I ain't got too much else to say. Episode 7 was phenomenal. It was fantastic. This was a great episode. I can't wait to see what's next for episode 8, which will not be premiering until May 2nd, I believe. So if you expected to see a new episode of Raising Kanan this week, don't expect it. They going on a 1-week break like they normally do, and we won't be getting episode 8 until May 2nd. But like I said, leave any of your comments, theories, and predictions down below in the comment section. If you made it to the end of this video and you like the video that I uploaded and created, hit that like button to help this video get recommended across the algorithm, and hit the post bell notification button to support the channel and to get updated on all content I post on my channel. Much love to everybody that's been supporting me and rocking with me and supporting the channel. I appreciate y'all. Y'all take care. Y'all be safe, and God bless. I'll see y'all later.